Hey everyone, welcome back to Spirituality with Pooja. As always, an immense gratitude to everybody who has subscribed and those who are watching my videos on a regular basis. And if you are new to this channel, then a warm welcome. Please do check out my previous videos, and if you find the information useful, please do subscribe. So the last video that I posted was an angelic guidance for the month of October. And this video is about the angels. What I mean by angels is the future generation and especially the children. But the information that I'm going to share, it will not be restricted to just the children and the future generation, but there will be adults also that who will be able to resonate with this information. So please keep an open mind and take everything that you resonate with, and you're free to discard anything that you don't resonate with. Alright, so nowadays we are hearing a lot of children having anger issues. They are hyperactive, hypersensitive. Many get diagnosed with ADHD, and some of them are bipolar. Some of them have a lot of issues, as in parents complain that the kids are not listening to them, and they are rebellious, or they don't want to mingle with anybody, even if it's their own family members, and they may be aloof and withdrawn. So basically, the older generation is having a tough time dealing with them. Sounds familiar? So I would be sharing some information which will help you understand this generation better, but there is a very high chance that even you for yourself might resonate with this information. So in my previous videos, I have mentioned about the transition that is happening. We are undergoing a shift of consciousness. We are ascending from the third dimensional to the fifth dimensional frequency. And during this shift towards the fifth dimension, or the golden age, whatever you want to call it, a lot of souls, they signed up to reincarnate during this transition to help humanity ascend and to help Earth ascend. Now these old souls, especially these old souls, they are enlightened beings holding a lot of wisdom, and they have lived a lot of lifetimes, and that is why they have this immense wisdom within them, and they are vibrating at a high frequency. I'll come to this point later when I say that they are vibrating at a high frequency. So these souls, they have incarnated from times as old as the time of Atlantis, that is the ancient civilization of Atlantis or Lemuria. Now these are the ones which are very commonly known, but also from Kumari Kandam. Now this is also an ancient civilization which is not as famous, not as known, but there are a lot of souls who are reincarnating from this civilization. And Kumari Kandam in fact was an extension of the southern part of India itself, and it extended on up to Madagascar and South Africa on one side, and right up to Australia on the other side. So it was a huge island which is believed to have submerged somewhere around 4th or the 5th century BCE. So all these ancient civilizations, the people who lived back then, they were very enlightened. They were vibrating at a much higher frequency compared to what human beings are vibrating right now. So souls from that time have reincarnated and are reincarnating back into this present time to help humanity ascend. And it's not just these souls from the ancient civilizations, but also souls who do not originate from the earth. That is, they have their origin from other galaxies and stars, whom we can also call as star seeds. So these souls are reincarnating on earth. They would have lived some lives on earth initially, but they have chosen to reincarnate back to help humanity ascend. Now they could be from the Pleiades, whom we call as Pleiadians, or from the Syrians, the Arcturians, the Lydians. There are many of them. So if you are an adult who is resonating with this, there is a very high chance even you are a part of one of them, because it's not restricted to children or the teenagers, but even a lot of adults are old souls and star seeds who are here for a purpose. And I mean, anyway, I'll be coming to this later, but the ratio varies. As in, when I say the ratio varies, what I mean is that if amongst the older generation, if there is 1 out of 50 one old souls out of 50, then in the middle generation there would be somewhere around 1 out of 20, and in the new generation it's as high as 1 out of 5. Now this is not these numbers are not accurate. This is just to give a rough idea of how many star seeds and old souls are coming back, are reincarnating back. So coming back to children, especially the ones who are born in the last 2 decades, they have a very unique system. I mean, it's an entire system within them that's very unique. Now, how is it unique is, normally the human beings have a 7 chakra system, which we all are aware of. Now, these 7 chakras are directly connected to the 3rd dimensional reality. So they are synced with the 3rd dimensional reality. So as the frequency changes, the chakras, the number of chakras, more number of chakras get active. Now these children are born with more than 7 active chakras. It's within their system. So their frequency is definitely higher than the others. Other than chakras, the DNA. Normal human beings, the human race, human beings have a 2-strand active DNA. These children are born with more than 2 strands that are active. Sometimes some of them have as high as 4 to 5 active strands of DNA. Then also the body, as in their body is more crystalline. We have a carbon-based body, but the body of these children are more crystalline. So all of this, it enables these children to hold in more cosmic and divine light. And they are vibrating at a frequency that is way higher than others. So that's why if we try to deal with these children the way probably we were dealt with in the childhood, then it's not going to work, because from generations, especially by dealing with kid ghosts, a lot of fear tactics have been used, like scolding, hitting, and locking the kids in a dark room, or threatening, or using phrases like eat or else the policeman will take you, or the ghost will take you, or whatever. Anything that is fear based is going to do more harm to them than good, because the frequency at which these children are vibrating is of love frequency, and love frequency is extremely high. So where dealing with these kids go, we need to deal with them with more of love, with more of compassion, and with a lot of understanding of a whole new level. In fact, I would like to share some traits of these children. These are first-hand things that I will be sharing. The old souls and the star seeds that are in personal touch with me, and the ones who have contacted me for healings and counseling, first-hand traits. But there are more traits, and I have in fact written them down because I didn't want to miss out on any point. So I will just read out the traits of these beings, of these individuals. Okay, so first one, they'll be rebellious. They will be rebellious. They will question each and everything that probably you blindly followed. And they are not going to fit into the society norms, and they might not want to follow all rules and regulations. So yes, rebellious. These people will be highly creative, especially where music or any form of art goes. It's like within them, it comes from within them. So highly creative beings, highly sensitive and emotional, and especially they will have a special connect to nature and animals. And I have seen a lot of them choose animals over humans. Then they may reach milestones later or earlier than others. For example, when these people were babies, they must have either reached their milestones way later than others or way earlier than others. For example, if someone started speaking late, very late, compared to the normal milestones, it's probably because these children are tuned into more of telepathy. So that's why they chose to stick to telepathy rather than actually speaking. So that's why the milestone was a little late. Then stubborn. I did not explain that. Then they will be drawn to stars and galaxies, extremely drawn to stars and galaxies. They may be introverts and may even not like to mingle with family members. But if they find their own tribe, don't be surprised if they are extreme extroverts. Then yes, they may have enhanced psychic abilities or the sixth sense. So they will be able to sense things that a normal person may not be able to sense. They may be clairvoyants, they may be clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, high level of telepathy or premonitions. They might get premonitions, all of this. So yeah, so these were the basic traits that I have noticed, but definitely there are many more traits of the old souls and the star seeds. And if by any chance you are feeling that it's just not the kids, but even I resonate with these characters, then yes, there is a very high chance that you are an old soul or you are a star seed, because a lot of adults are, they are star seeds, they are old souls, and they are here for a purpose. And probably it's like, they have not yet found that out, but there is this deep calling from within that, there is something that I need to do, there is some higher purpose that I have, and I'm not here for just the 9-to-5 job, or they may be the black sheep of their house, or they may not be able to fit in even as adult. In fact, I would say that this is an extremely good topic to research on, to dig further into. You can dig into topics like the ones which I mentioned, the old souls, the star seeds, the light workers. This is something really interesting that you can dig into. Then yes, the indigos. Indigos are, again, they have the similar traits, but they are believed to be born somewhere in 70s and 80s. Then the crystal children. Crystal children are believed to be born somewhere in the 90s and the 2000s. And then the rainbow kids. The rainbow kids are believed to be born 2010 onwards. So these are few topics that I would suggest that, dig deeper into it, research on it, because it will help you not only understand the future generation or the kids and the teenagers, but it will also give a lot of insight and help you understand yourself, especially if you're resonating with the things that I'm sharing. So I'll just share a few tips that will help you all deal with these old souls and star seeds in a better way. But what I'm sharing, it's not just them. I mean, I think everybody needs it. Everybody needs to be dealt in this way that, that I'll be sharing. The first thing is that we need to shift more towards love, compassion, and freedom compared to fear-based techniques. Then the second, instead of pulling these people down and trying to make them fit into the third dimensional conditioned box, it's a better idea to give them the freedom to just let them be, allow them to explore their individuality, allow them to explore themselves, give them the freedom that they need. And of course, the third one, instead of treating them as robots, as someone who listens to everything that you say, who follows every rule, every regulation, I think it will be a better idea to treat them as individuals, as independent beings who have their own wisdom, and you will be surprised at the wisdom that they hold. even if it is a 4-year-old kid, treating that kid as an individual, taking their opinion, this will do more good to them than you can think of. So not just these, also the star kids, and yes, please don't get stuck to these labels, the star kids or light workers or whatever I have spoken about. Don't get stuck to the labels. We definitely don't want to fill in or feed the ego, but this is just to explain things in a better way, and it will be easy for you to research and understand this in more depth. So I think not just these, but everybody needs more of love, more of compassion, more of freedom, and understanding of a whole new level, and that is going to help people reach their highest self and their best potential. So yes, shift the frequency to love frequency. That's what is needed right now. So this is it. This is all for this video, and I'll see you soon. Until then, bye bye.